It's finally spooky season, and you know what that means. It's time for more tombstones. This is one of the Haunted Mansion tombstones that we made last year, and we wanted to make one more this year, but with a slight twist to it. Everyone in my house, including me, is a Swiftie, so we thought we would recreate Taylor's Reputation tombstone from her Look What You Made Me Do music video. Instead of using 1-inch installation foam like last year, I was able to find some 2-inch that will limit how much we actually have to layer together, even though we're still gonna do that. Let's go ahead and draw everything out and get to cutting things out and layering it. All of the layers of the tombstone are rough cut out, but you may have noticed that I made a slight mistake with my cuts. I ended up cutting a bunch of additional spacer blocks that I didn't need because I decided to keep all these vertical layers one big piece instead of having to fit in a bunch of additional blocks. I've got that updated to only have these big pieces in the cut list that's available on Patreon if you're interested, so that you don't have to cut out a bunch of extra spacer blocks like I did. For the glue up, I'm going to spray some water onto each layer and then spread around some Gorilla Glue. Once everything is glued up, I'm going to use some of those block offcuts as clamping blocks to hold everything together while the glue dries. The glue up is done, but there's a bunch of squeeze out, so I need to go through and shape all of this up, and I need to level off the bottom somehow before we connect it to the final base platform. Hopefully this is better. The tombstone's looking really good. The last two things we need to do are to add some way that we can install into the ground without it falling over and to weather it. I'm really glad I was able to get the Reputation Tombstone done just in time for Halloween, even if I admittedly went a little bit overboard with the weathering. But we're excited for trick-or-treaters to be able to see it this week and for them to see the skull cauldron that they're going to actually get the candy out of, which I made a couple of years ago. If you're interested in seeing that video, I've got pulled up for you right over here, so I'll see you in that video.